The lights came on. The applause was thunderous. And then two names that made Hollywood explode were called Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe. It was the 2025 Saturn Awards night, a ceremony that seemed familiar with golden statues, gorgeous dresses, and prepared speeches. However, that moment turned into an earthquake, not only because of the resounding victory of the Outlander duo, but also because of everything hidden behind the halo. The whole auditorium stood up, thousands of spectators cheered. Cameras quickly panned, capturing every moment of Sam's awkward smile, Caitriona wiping away the sparkling tears on her cheeks. On social media, the phrase, "Sam and Caitriona win at the same time," was all over the newspapers. But while fans were moved, the media whispered another question. Is this really just a well-deserved recognition after 10 years of hard work, or is it a sophisticated arrangement to consolidate the power of the most powerful couple on the small screen? Behind the scenes, where the stage lights could not reach, other stories began to be mentioned. Rumors about the secret competition between the two stars. Whispers about the secrets in their relationship, something the audience could only guess over the years. And also, the sacrifices, the injuries, the falls that only insiders knew. Their success, seemingly built on a foundation of talent and passion, actually contained many darker layers. Because behind the bright smiles when holding the golden statue was a journey that lasted more than a decade. A journey of blood, sweat, tears, and secrets that Hollywood is still trying to decode. And tonight, when Sam and Caitriona walked up to the podium together, holding hands to thunderous applause, they didn't just win an award. They started a debate, a media frenzy, and perhaps a new legend. Nobody saw it coming. Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe just wrote a new page in Hollywood history when they both walked up to the podium at the 2025 Saturn Awards. Not only did they win Best Actor and Best Actress in a Drama, but they also sparked a wave of intense emotions along with countless questions, rumors, and secrets that have never been revealed. The moment the name Sam Heughan rang out, the whole audience exploded. Before it could calm down, just a few minutes later, the MC called Caitriona Balfe. Outlander fans exploded in excitement. But behind the glittering lights, is this simply a well-deserved recognition, or is it a clever strategy to assert the power of this golden duo? A long journey from the early days. Few people expected that since 2014, when Outlander aired, the series, adapted from Diana Gabaldon's novel, would become a television icon lasting more than a decade. Sam was then just a little-known Scottish actor. Caitriona was an international model who had just turned to cinema. But it was the fateful love story between warrior Jaime Fraser and nurse Claire Randall that turned them into the most compatible on-screen couple. Throughout that journey, the audience witnessed a constant transformation. Sam Heughan not only portrayed the strong and loyal Jaime Fraser, but also delved into the pain wounds and inner turmoil of the character. Caitriona Balfe transformed Claire from a resilient modern woman to the image of a wife and mother who suffered many losses but always kept her love. It was this contrast and complementarity that created the eternal emotional axis of Outlander. Behind the halo, success does not come easily. The tight filming schedule spanning Scotland, South Africa, the US, forced both of them to sacrifice their personal lives. There were scenes so harsh that Sam injured his back and Caitriona was hospitalized for exhaustion. However, they never complained. On the contrary, they both considered the character as a part of their lives. Sam once emotionally said, "Jaime Fraser is not just a role. He has become a part of me for more than 10 years. Caitriona also admitted, "Claire taught me how to look at the world with courage," a historical turning point. The 2024 to 2025 season is considered the peak when the storylines reached a climax, opening up explosive performances from the cast. The Saturn Awards organizers could not ignore it. When Sam was named in the Best Actor category, the whole audience stood up and applauded. Then, just a few minutes later, Caitriona also stepped up to the podium to receive the Best Actress award. The moment the two held hands and turned to the Outlander crew amid thunderous applause became an iconic photo spreading across social media, a tribute that touched millions of hearts. In his emotional speech, Sam thanked the audience. "I would like to dedicate this award to those who have accompanied Outlander for more than 10 years, and especially to Caitriona, the best co-star, the most trusted companion I have ever had." Caitriona tearfully replied, "Without Sam, there would be no Jaime and Claire. This is not just a personal award, but a recognition of our shared journey. I hope Jaime and Claire's love will always remind us that despite time and challenges, true love will always exist." Meaning beyond an award, this double win not only affirms the talent of Sam and Caitriona, but also elevates Outlander to a classic monument. The Saturn Awards are the most prestigious awards for science fiction, fantasy, and horror. The fact that both won proves the immense influence of the film, where love history and fantasy elements blend into a global cultural phenomenon. Aftermath of the glorious night. Immediately after the awards ceremony, images of them holding the golden statuette flooded social media. From Variety Hollywood Reporter to The Guardian, all praised. Fans wrote, "Finally, Sam Heughan has been recognized after more than 10 years of living with Jaime Fraser. Caitriona Balfe is the soul of Outlander. No one can transform into Claire better than her." The two quickly became the center of many talk shows where they recounted their arduous but brilliant journey. Hollywood has never seen a moment like this. When the names Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe were announced simultaneously on the glamorous stage of the 2025 Saturn Awards, the entire auditorium seemed to hold its breath. The cheers, the applause, the continuous camera flashes, all combined into a symphony of overwhelm. But while millions of fans around the world rejoiced that their idols were finally honored behind the scenes, skeptical whispers began to rise. Was this a fair moment after more than 10 years of dedication, or just a sophisticated political move by the film industry? Are Sam and Caitriona truly on a journey of solidarity? Or is there still a hidden competition between them that the audience will never witness? And most importantly, what turned a film that seemed only for romance novel lovers into a global cultural phenomenon, bringing this couple to the pinnacle of Hollywood glory? The answer lies in a story that spans more than a decade, where the stage glory is just the tip of the iceberg, while behind the scenes there are drops of sweat, tears, and even secrets that make even Hollywood tremble.